ABCs for a happy life. Today is the letter L. I've been doing different T-shirts. I mentioned the fact that I played golf with an acquaintance, and he had all these different caps as part of his livelihood and business. These vendors would bring in caps, and he's got dozens and dozens of different caps with different insignias. In my line of work in ministry, you don't get as many caps as you get T-shirts. So check this one out here. Let me stand. You can see it. Live generously. Live generously. This may be one of the few days that the letter is actually two words, live generously. It's interesting when you look up words and what they mean. The word generous, we get our word genealogy. It actually means of noble birth. To be generous means to be of noble birth. I've often said that you do not have to be rich to be generous, but if you are generous, you are rich. Generosity is commended all throughout the Bible. It's interesting. The only two people that I find Jesus commending for their giving is the widow in the Gospel according to Mark, the 2 pennies, the 2 mites. She gave all that she had. It's an act of faith. The others gave out of their abundance. The other is Zacchaeus in Luke chapter 19. He gave away half of his fortune and promised to repay exponentially more than what was required. In both cases, Jesus commended these who gave. They gave out of faith, they gave out of response, they gave out of love, but they gave generously, whether it was 2 pennies or a fortune. God looks on the heart. It's the open hand that gathers. Generous is defined as this, giving more than is required or expected. Giving more than is required or expected. The Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 4, the opening verses says, let men consider us as servants of Christ and as stewards of the mysteries of God. He really states how he wants to be known. And think about it. How do you want to be known? Do you want to be known as someone who is stingy, parsimonious, tight? Or do you want to be known as a generous person? Both with your time, your money, your resources, your talents. Are you a giver or are you a taker? Live generously. And remember, it's not just an action, it's really who you are and how you live. Live generously. The Bible commends it in both testaments. You'll be blessed, God will be honored, and others will be encouraged and blessed as well. God bless you. Have a good evening. Live generously.